There's people who don't give you much of a chance against John Jones Saturday. What do you say? What do you say to that?
I love being the underdog. Keep a close eye. So that's about it.
How do you beat Jones?
Different style, which is me. I don't know. It's just like, I guess that's the puzzling piece. My trainer is a pretty smart dude, and I think we got it. And with our style, I think we can do it. So it's a little different, a little funky, but you'll see.
The big controversy the last couple days overseeing everything in the UFC has been the Conor McGregor situation. Do you think he's earned the right to take a pass on doing promotions for his fights?
I don't know. I'm going to just leave it at that.
How do you feel about this opportunity to jump in Daniel's place and fight John?
The opportunity is just with itself, for me, is a blessing. It's something that, when I first got into the sport, that's what I strive for. And I'm going to make, the best of that opportunity. A lot of times people don't understand is you just can't sit around and wait for something to happen. And I mean, the minute it happened, we're the one who made the phone call. We're the one who said we want to fight. So at the end of the day, is me putting myself in that situation. And a lot of times you just can't wait for opportunity. If you need it, you might have to pull some string, or you might have to wait till the door crack open just a little bit, and it messed around and cracked open a little bit, and I got my foot busted right open.
Now you and Jones started pretty much the same year, a month or two apart. You have very similar records, and you just mentioned the door crack open. Do you think you're more of a late bloomer and you just weren't getting the opportunities, or do you think you're more of a late bloomer because now you're really getting the attention you deserve?
No, it's just different. A lot of times when you fight, a lot of times, mixed martial arts is more of how could I put it? A lot of times you can have all the physical attributes, but you're, mentally you got to be there. Sometimes I let certain stuff get to myself, and and that's another big thing that my trainer did was this past like 6 to 8 months to sit down with me, and all we drilled on pretty much was like a lot of mental skills training. And to be quite honest, this is why I'm feeling this way. This is why I'm in a positive atmosphere. This is why I'm pretty much calm, and this is why I'm always smiling everywhere. So I'm good.
Now, a lot of people physically could fight, but there's a mental side that you see them break in the first round or so. We don't see that in you. How hard is it to get mentally strong to be a fighter and to say yes to a fight like this and be pushed to the main card?
It's not hard at all. You just got to find something that makes you that strong. And for me, it's my parents. So, at the end of the day, it's just like when people say about breaking somebody, you can throw everything at me. I'm going to eat everything that you throw at me. And you can be beating my ass left or right. I'm going to make you tired of beating me. So, it's just something I learned at a young age. So, mentally, just like you can't beat me. A lot of times people tell me why you train so much, why you do this. I do this for a living. This is what I do. I train my body to receive punishment. And I train my body to, not to say it in a bad way, inflict punishment on people too. So, there's the two sides to each thing. So, pretty much that's how it goes.
When you received when you got the fight, were you more excited that you're fighting John Jones, or are you fighting for the interim title?
I think just more excited that I'm fighting John, just for the simple fact of what he did within the 205 division. He's pound for pound, the best fighter in the UFC or in the world, and getting that fight was because initially when I found out about the fight, it was you fighting John, and I was like, okay, cool. Then you fighting for the interim. I was like, okay, that's just another added plus to it. So this fight right here means a lot. It just kind of shows you where you're at. It shows you what you can do. So it's something that we wanted for a while, and we got it.
Thank you.
Does it benefit you that to be considered the underdog for this fight?
Yeah, the benefit. I'll say it benefits me. I played the underdog role before. It's nothing new to me, so I'm not complaining about it at all.
But it's Is it easier for you for this 2-week notice to work this training camp?
It's easy to. I tell people the 2 weeks that I had to get prepared for this fight was the best thing for me, just because I didn't have to think about a lot of outside things. I didn't have to do a lot of other stuff. So, for me, it was a good 2 weeks. I was able to, basically keep myself in a little old Knoxville and kind of just do my training and get here and the Vegas flights and do work on the 23rd and get my hand raised at the end of the night.
You've been a long time in the sport. Do you consider this is the moment you're in the pinnacle of your career?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is different situations. I didn't know when this was coming. I was hoping it was coming. My trainer and I, we sat back and thought about it. We're like, okay, this is the route you need to take. This is what you need to do. And I didn't know when it was coming, and it came sooner than expected. And things happen for a good reason. And so I'm a firm believer this is my destiny.
Do you think Jon Jones is facing the most well-rounded fighter in that division now that he has ever faced in his career?
I would say so, just because I give a different look. I'm not like a typical fighter. I don't have the natural style of a typical fighter that makes me different. That makes me a lot dangerous. A lot of fights that I finish them in different manners. I got strong kicks, I got strong punch. I got an unorthodox stand-up, I got an unorthodox submission game. So that makes me a little dangerous than other guys.
Was it odd when DC said, hey, come train with me? Would you have said, you come train with me, I'm not going to you, or did you just want to stay with your guys?
Definitely wanted to stay with my guys, but it wasn't odd at all. Pretty much I know what DC was doing because, after that it started off a Twitter feud. It started off a Twitter feud, but, I was just sitting back kind of laughing about it. So.
Now, a lot of people get really invested into tweets and Twitter feud. You're a professional athlete who fights in a cage. Do you ever think it's, in an octagon? It has a cage around it, but yeah, octagon. Is it ever strange for you, and do you ever want to take a step back and go, guys, it's tweeting, calm down, let us fight, let me do my job?
Nah, I don't let it worry me at all. If you kind of see me too, once it comes to social media, I'm not that involved in social media. Just playing football, you learned a lot. It's just different things you got to put on social media. Of course, as athletes, you can't talk about religion, politics, whatever. Just because, people would target you about certain stuff. So, me personally, there's certain stuff I want to put out there. Sometimes I'm like, I think I'll just hold back on that. So, but, other than that, I don't know, I like to keep to myself a lot. So I like to stay a mystery.
And you've been involved in what might worry your family, because football, there's a very big concussion debate. Fighting, boxing, huge concussion debate. Is that something that worries you, and what preventative things do you do to make sure down the road you're good, safe, healthy?
Just the way you take care of yourself. A lot of people, the age-old training session is like, you got to go hard, you got to go hard, you got to go hard. That's not necessarily true. You don't have to go hard. A lot of times, if you just do what you need to do, like, you should know the point of overtraining. A lot of times I feel like when I know I'm overtraining, I just tell myself to, cut back from the gym for about a day. But, just from playing football and doing this, I kind of know when to actually push myself. I kind of know when to stay back. It's one of the reasons I stay healthy too. So a lot of guys end up breaking themselves down for going too hard all the time. Your body is not meant to do that all the time. You just got to give your body a break sometimes. So.
Thank you so much.